What else? And oh, Idol. That's a big thing right now. Who's Terry Pratchett? Does anybody else?
I don't know.
EOP wants war, apparently. That's hey, do you have little kids in there, Randall? You got kids over there?
That's Randall? Does he have a baby?
That's Randall. And Frozen 2 is also. And I just tweeted it.
That was Frozen?
No, it's not. I don't know what Randall's doing though.
Interesting.
Hello?
Test 1, 2.
Randall. Man, does Randall even care about us? Randall, I love you, man. Randall? Randall, I just want you to know you've meant the world to me. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot lately. And you've been there, holding my hand the whole way.
When I stand and look about the port and contemplate my life,
Randall, I just
will I ever
want you to know I love you, man.
countrymen again? As the captain
I kind of wish
calls us on the deck,
you were here now.
things and walk to the harbor side and glance back one last
What do you want now?
There he is.
Huh?
I
This is going live and Jesse's not here?
Oh, wow. Hang on. Okay, say it again.
Said this is live and yet Jesse's not here?
I don't know what happened to Jesse. It's already 10:03, man.
Hi,
Yeah,
Randall.
we went to sleep.
It's possible.
It's gonna be a bad backing out.
You know him. He just don't give a shoot sometimes.
Let's see if
It's good. You know what
see
we
if I
got? The Three Musketeers. We got Laura back there cooking up something. She can share some stories about her first day of substituting today.
so does Tony live at your house now or something or
Yeah.
Tony wishes he could live at my house. So homeboy's is he tired or what's going on? Anybody know what happened to him?
he said he was tired. He probably went to bed.
thought I was a guy.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Randall. I'm sorry things just aren't going your way today.
Yeah, it's been a pretty bad day today.
Is it really?
Yep.
My bad. You check that out. Made it compact. All right, buddy. Hey, you want to jump into this episode? Let me see if Jesse's gonna text back. We're live right now on YouTube, episode 27, the Tony episode.
27, my favorite number.
Tony.
Hey, Tony. Adjust your volume. Here. I'll adjust it. Put yours like. There you go. A little bit down. There you go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Tony's gonna be playing music the whole time.
Sure.
We can do a review of Tony's favorite songs.
This is Iron Maiden from their album El Dorado. I just sort of picked a random song.
I'll just control the volume at this point.
I'm sorry. El Dorado was the title track. It's called The Final Frontier. My bad.
Oh, see, you're not even getting it right.
I don't know what any of this means.
This song
You're
is
playing all this music. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Do you even like Iron Maiden?
I do.
This is supposed to be a professional podcast.
This is a professional podcast. Can we play
I don't know.
I mean, it's on Spotify.
Why are you being that way?
Who are you referring to, Tony? Yeah, why are you being that way, Tony?
I'm very protective of this podcast.
Come on, Tony, do better.
No, please.
Do we really want to talk about what's on everyone's mind right now?
Which is...
I'll tell you what. You know what's on everybody's mind right now? Does the GOP really want war? Can you tell me that?
I don't care.
Oh, it's gonna be.
All right.
It's gonna be
Pause that real quick.
okay.
Let's get in on this intro. Get this intro in. I don't know where Tony is. You got a good knock-knock joke for us or something, Tony?
I don't have a.
We have to start off with a good joke, man. Come on.
No, I didn't come prepared. I didn't know.
Randall, give me a joke. I don't know.
Descartes walks into a bar. He goes up to the bartender, and he asks him, "Do you want a beer?" And Descartes says, "I think not," and he promptly disappears. There's my joke.
I like it. I like it.
I like it.
What else we got? What else we got?
What? That was
I want
the
another
best
one.
we got. That's the best we got. I like that one.
I got another one that's really bad. I heard it from Paul Mooney on one of his old comedy specials, but I'll say it anyway if you want me to.
Yeah.
Okay. This old man plays the lottery one year and he wins, and he has a big celebration, and all of his family comes, and they're celebrating and everything. Everything's had a good time. He won millions of dollars, and one of his grandkids goes up to him and asks, "Well, oh, Grandpa, how were you able to win the lottery? What did you do to win?" And the grandpa looks at him and smiles, and he's wearing a long sleeve shirt, and he rolls it up and he shows him this tattoo on his wrist, and he points at it and he says, "Lucky numbers."
Wait. So the lucky numbers was.
It is a tattoo he received from the Nazis at Auschwitz.
That's awesome.
Yeesh. I like it.
Yeah.
Man. It's topical. It's edgy, and it's funny.
Do we have a yeah, let me get these links up, sorry.
And now, another infrared with
Tony. Randall?
Uncle Jesse.
Jeremy.
And Miguel. This is episode 27.
Welcome to Empty Rant.
What was that? Oh, he's here.
Y'all ready to party?
Yo, yo.
Hey, Jesse.
Everybody
What's up,
came
guys?
prepared today, and I really just want you to put your thinking hats on. Today's the day that we change lives. For those of y'all that have stumbled upon our podcast, you can email us at emptyrant@gmail.com. Also tweet us at emptyrant. We appreciate all your inquiries, comments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, please. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to note something that this is a very special episode for all of us. Because after following last week's episode, we have decided that we want to give something back to the listeners. And by doing so, we award you for stumbling upon this lovely podcast. For the first 10 people that submit. I tried doing it with a straight face. I'm sorry. Tony's stupid head over here.
Is from the top of your head?
No,
is this
well,
real?
kinda. Okay, so if you email in a joke, the best joke will win a sweatshirt signed by all of us.
How are you gonna get signed by all of us?
It's like the sisterhood of traveling pants, and so I'll wear it one day, sign it, and then I'll send it to you. You wear it and sign it, and then we'll send it to Jesse, and Jesse will wear it and sign it, and then Randall will be the last one, and then he'll ship it anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. So that's what we're doing.
So I'm
Anyway.
responsible for the postage to Hawaii.
Yes, you're fully responsible for all expenses.
I'm responsible for the postage anywhere in the fucking world.
Yeah, anywhere.
That's a
Thank
dick move.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it, guys.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey, so Jesse, what's up, man? You were late today. What's going on?
Oh, I was reading Howard the Duck #1.
Oh, okay. Howard the Duck is who makes up an appearance at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool, man. How is it so far, man? Do you want to plug, by the way, do you want to plug in your side podcast?
Yeah, I'm eating Pringles too.
What kind
Yeah,
of
so sour cream and onion.
You're the worst.
Anyways, yeah, the last page with Jesse. Find me on SoundCloud. Just wrapped up episode 4, so I'm trying to read some comic books to start episode 5.
Cool, man. That's really good.
So will Hired the Duck be on episode number 5?
Yeah, I just wrapped it up. It was funny. It's got
Quack quack.
yeah, it's got a lot of quack humor. No, She-Hulk is Howard's receptionist, and she likes to listen to Taylor Swift songs, shake it off instead of working. So that reminded me of Miguel.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. I'm not a big comic book reader, but I've been editing your last page episodes, and so now I feel like I'm actually reading episodes, or reading comic books with each episode. And
That's cool.
well, how do you feel like the show's going? You like that one?
I like it. I dig it. Even if people don't listen, it's still fun to, I guess, I don't know, review books.
I think you've been getting a few listens, but you need to just work on your promotion, stuff like that. But you got that, man. That's all you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
We're all just.
And how many listens do we have? Touche salesman.
No, you're right. I mean, millions of people listen to this podcast every week, so millions, literally millions. So I counted them, and I got the numbers, and then I multiplied it by like 100, and then took that number and multiplied it by another 100 until I got to 1 million, and I extrapolated that data and assumed that we're just being listened to by 1 million people. So
There's a lot of variables you have to add into that with the
yeah,
multiplication.
I mean, you have to add in, so like if I'm sitting here listening to a podcast and those people that are around me, those are considered people that are listening to my podcast as well, even if I'm listening to the podcast with earphones or not. So I just want you to know, like,
It's physically possible that they
Yeah.
can hear.
exactly.
So you have to add in those multipliers.
Yeah, the capacity is there. It's not the people that are actually listening to it. It's how many people can possibly be listening to it at that one point.
Are those called secondhand listeners?
Second, there you go. Very good. Oh, you know the jargon. Very good. Very good. So, yeah, that's how we got those calculations. I just want y'all to be aware that anything that's said on here goes out to millions of people every week. So, FYI.
Watch your mouth.
So Tony's over here at the house with me, and Tony is homeless for the time being. I don't know if y'all are aware of this. He has no home. He's living off the road, off the land. He hitchhikes to work every day. I offer him a ride to work, but he's like, "No, I got to do this on my own. I got to learn who I am." That's
Just
cool,
me
John.
and my guitar and my dog. I don't have It's just me.
What if you had a guitar? Do you have a guitar?
I do. It's at home. So
Have you? Wait, can you play the guitar?
Is it like a Guitar Hero guitar, or is it a real guitar?
no, it's a real guitar. It's acoustic electric.
Hang on. So,
And I've
at what point did you try learning to play the guitar?
probably about 3 years.
At 2 years old.
4 years ago.
2 years old.
No,
Oh, 4 years ago. My bad.
4 years.
Was this one of those things like? I mean, you hadn't met Mariam then, so was this one of those things like, I'm going to learn how to play the guitar for my future?
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah. Why do you do anything? Right?
To get
Why
girls.
This world,
You get
if it's not
chicks.
for someone else.
Hot chicks love guitar. I don't know. My
Hey, Lauda, do you like guitars?
yeah, dude, there it is.
Hey, maybe you want to share some of your stories. So Laura substituted today for the first time, and she's been she took some time off of her full-time job. Now she's going part-time so that she can get more experience teaching. And she has this, plethora- I'm gonna get her over here. Hey, come here. What's on your fingers? What are you making?
Pollo en coca.
Okay. Oh, you can't hear anybody.
No.
There's that. Why don't you hook up into the system right now? You know how that
What grade was she substituting?
there goes the other way. What is wrong with you?
Randall asked, "What grade are you?"
Yeah, that was me, all right.
Y'all tell
Can you
me.
guys hear me?
They don't
Yeah, all
sound
sound the same.
Hi guys.
What
Hello.
are you doing? Just talk like a regular person, okay? Don't
You
worry.
need to calm down.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hi guys.
What grade did you substitute for today?
I was at an elementary today, so I was exposed to kindergartners, first graders, third graders, fourth graders. Yeah.
Do you now?
All I can say is I'm a rock star because
you
fifth
handle-
graders are no joke.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite kids was a first grader, and his name was Julian. Totally broke Pippa law, but whatever. He had the craziest stories. Like he had a farm.
Hang on. Let me
With-
intercede right now. What is going? Why are you talking so calmly? Talk like you were delivering it earlier. Like,
Cause I'm a calm person.
no,
now.
you are not. Say it how you
Right
said it
now I'm
earlier.
calm.
Come on.
You're making her
He
not.
has a
Bring it out.
farm. He has a
Oh,
farm.
what? What is? I'm
And
gonna punch you.
he has like 10 horses, apparently 20 dogs, you name it, he has it. And he's like, Miss Diaz, come here. And he's whispering, and I'm like, okay, what's wrong, Julian? He's like, I have to tell you this. Okay. So I lean forward, and he's whispering in my ear. He's like, my dog yesterday was riding my horse. And I was like, what do you mean by that? Kind of explain a little bit more about what you're trying to say. Like, I put my dog on top of my horse, and the horse just started riding, like making absolutely no sense. And I said, okay, so was the dog on top of the horse, and the horse was kind of giving him a ride? Is that what you mean? He's like, yeah, and the dog loved it. And I was like, is this story true, Julian? He's like, yes, I would never lie to you. And I was like, I hope you would never lie to me because you don't know me, Julian. You don't know nothing about me. No. And you don't know nothing about me. But now you know that my dog likes riding my horse. I was like, all right, we're best friends now. So Julian's inspiring me to definitely teach first graders. So
That's funny.
yeah, none of you guys have a horse and a dog that like to ride each other. Okay?
I don't think I've ever petted a horse before.
You lived in Grape Creek.
I know that doesn't mean anything though. It's not like
Yeah, it
everybody
does.
has a horse in their backyard.
I did. There was a lot catty corner to it. There was a lot catty corner. They owned a bunch of horses. They would come. But I would never touch them.
Oh, hey.
Well,
Wow.
good night, guys.
Good night.
Good. Horses.
Touched them. I mean, I've never petted a horse, and you're like, I've never touched them. You're like, touched a horse.
Oh, no, I never touched.
Whoa. Okay.
I never touched those horses. I went to.
There's different horses you touch.
Yeah.
What is going? What's the matter with you?
Oh, it was my cousin's wedding. We went to the house. There was a horse in the backyard. Pet it.
Oh,
It's cute.
okay. No, that's cool, man.
Hey, did y'all hear what just happened?
No? What?
This dude popped in, and he was, I don't know how to describe it, like sending over some kind of a sound or whatever for a little bit, and then he just left.
Was that the
Oh,
idiot?
I didn't know who it was. I thought it was coming from the guy.
It was that same guy that popped in last time and stuck around for like a minute and then left.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. And please send us your jokes, and you'll get a free sweatshirt worn by all four of us. And doesn't matter where you live.
Oh, we wear it and we don't wash it. That's
Exactly.
the value of it.
That way they get it, and they smell us. So not only are they listening to us, they can smell us. And then they see
Our DNA.
They
is on
see
it.
our handwriting,
Yeah.
you see, and then they can lick the sweatshirt, so they lick it, and then they're touching it. So it's a whole tangible experience.
Wow. Tactile.
Fully tangible
senses.
experience, and I invite you. Send those jokes in right now. Send them in. So you were
Has
telling me.
anybody sent in anything?
Yeah, we get inquiries all the time, but I delete them because they're stupid. It's like, hey, your podcast sounds like diarrhea. Hey, your podcast is stupid. Hey, you guys, what are y'all doing? Wasting my internet.
Hey, they might have the right idea.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. So horses.
Coming from.
You don't?
Oh, no. Oh, this thing went into screensaver mode. I was like, what is that? So this is the first episode we're using a side computer to do all the recording. And what did y'all hear that music playing?
No.
No.
So we could only hear it. Yes, the screensaver popped on and it has this music playing in the background.
Okay.
That's funny. Anyway,
Are we? Never mind.
Nobody cares. We go.
how's your week been, Jesse? Yeah, what kind of fucking Pringles were you eating?
I just told you, sour cream and onion.
The worst kind. Fantastic. And wait, is there? No. Possible. So where is Greece derived from?
Greece? The
What if they?
country?
Yeah. No, I was talking about like Greece itself, because there's plant-based Greece, right? Like lard, plant-based lard. Where's the other one? I guess it's coming from like meat products, right?
Fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lard is animals.
Pringles cooked in plant-based.
Oh,
Greece?
Lard.
They're baked.
Are they baked? I don't think they're baked.
Lard.
They're baked.
Nah,
Pringles are baked.
I don't think they're baked.
This is a fact.
Look it up.
Pringles are baked.
Let's look it up. I want to know if Jesse just consumed meat products. That's all.
Ah.
Yeah, let me know.
Are Pringles made? And look this up.
Are they gluten free?
No.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Strike one.
It's a snack that's made to stack. Each stackable chip is made exactly the same, unlike other chips that come in irregular sizes
This is
and
from the
shapes.
Discovery Channel, so
This uniform concave
it's all
shape
fact.
allows the chips to tightly interlock, so you can fit a lot of them in a tubular container.
there's something about the shape
it
of the
means you
Pringles,
get quite a stack of munchies.
Like the shape of your tongue.
but it's also the parabola. It's a parabola that's the same shape of the universe.
Production going down the tubes.
The
Because
magic
tubes
ratio.
are ideal
sort of thing.
containers for
Yeah.
stackable chips. To make these tubes, big rolls of plain brown paper and foil-backed paper
Got that
unwind.
paper.
The foil will help keep the chips fresh.
What?
The streams of paper travel across rollers that coat them with glue.
We're just
The
watching
paper
how it is
layers
made.
twist around a mandrel
with
that's
Pringles.
turned by a big
Are you sure?
belt.
Yeah, but
The belt
I
also
love the
presses
show.
the glue
Really?
layers
It's kind
together.
of mesmerizing.
Next, the label
hey,
paper
those are
gets
sour
a coat
cream
of glue.
and onion.
This helps
The
it
cover
stick
to
to the
this
paper on the
example
mandrel.
that they're showing. I just want to skip to how they're made.
A camera photographs the
I
white
don't care
edging
about
on the
this.
label paper
Show us how the chips are
and
made,
relays
man.
its location to a set
Ma'am.
of circular knives.
You know, you could have just done like a Google search or something, right?
Water to 2/3 potato flakes. With
Ugh.
mixed in.
That's it. Water, potato flakes, cornstarch.
Yeah, I want to see if it's
A
baked though. You
conveyor
said it was baked.
delivers the mix to an auger, which disperses it.
Okay, an auger. I used to have an
Then
auger
it
when I was a
falls
kid.
between rollers. Using 4 tons of pressure, they roll the mix into
Auger.
one long potato sheet.
Doesn't matter.
Auger, I just met her.
Oh, it's a sheet of Pringles. For
The
once.
potato sheet
Yeah,
goes
but it's
under
pressed.
a rotary cutter that punches out oval shapes.
Those are the parabolas we get. Now here's the part. Moment of truth.
We're gonna bake
A
it.
device pulls away the scrap dough, leaving flat, uncooked chips.
Okay.
Uncooked.
And then
This
Then they add
scrap
bacon.
potato dough goes back into the chip making
I thought they
operation,
were gonna add meat.
while the potato head into a
Then they
fryer.
just
no, they
Cut
just
it.
recycle that part.
they immediately take its throat, they cut its head off.
As they travel through the fryer, rolling
Fryer.
modes make them
So-
concave.
There we are.
Fuck.
The concave shape
There's your answer. That's straight from the
Pringles.
BBC How You Make It.
Well, you know what it was? You've had those Lay's baked chips.
But they say baked on the label.
Yeah, I know. But they taste
No,
like to me. And I'm like, oh, that means Pringles baked.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
None of this
none
man.
of this matters.
Randall, you said earlier you purchased something and then you felt really bad about yourself.
That's okay. I canceled that purchase.
What was it?
Shoes.
Shopper's remorse from shoes.
No, something came up that I needed to save that money for, so I canceled that.
How much were your shoes?
Yeah,
I,
those are important.
I only buy the finest high-end shoes from Skechers, so $20.
I mean, are you in need of shoes? We can get a Kickstarter going for your shoes.
No.
Grant funds.
Let's just get a Kickstarter going for Tony to go see that Rogue One movie or whatever it is.
Did y'all hear about this? Randall just brought up the first Star Wars standalone movie will be called Rogue One. It has a title. It has
Oh,
a
I see what
release
they
date.
did because it's a standalone movie, so it's kind of rogue, and then
Sure.
it's rogue on its own.
Sure.
So
Well,
Rogue One.
There you go. That's it. Now, Randall was kind of got me thinking. He was saying that there'd be a Rogue One and 2 and 3, which was kind of funny. I never thought of that because these are standalone films. It's not going to be another. It'd be odd to have 2 sagas, 2 like trilogies going on at the same time. But
Well, they don't necessarily have to be trilogies. They could just be named Rogue One, 2, 3, etc., and just be like standalone stories. But I mean, it's all set in the same universe, so.
Are they solo films like with specific characters, or is it just something ongoing while the main story is progressing?
Who knows?
it might be specific characters. But it's not. It's not supposed to be like, oh, watch this one. It'll help you understand episode 8. It's just a completely separate story, but it still exists in the same universe. And I don't know if it's going to be, what time frame it takes place in. It could be in the start of the rebellion, being called Rogue One. I don't think it's going to be in current time, but maybe it is.
I don't. What is this Rogue One? What? It's obviously Star Wars related, right?
No, yeah.
No.
Well, there's Rogue Squadron. Rogue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah,
That's the right one.
Rogue Trojan.
right. Strategy.
Well, in in Empire Strikes Back on the Battle of Hoth. Luke
Yeah. Okay.
Skywalker.
The snow scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Got it.
now. That got me thinking though, because
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, that kangaroo or whatever, right?
Yeah, the kangaroo.
oh, this is after that.
That post kangaroo.
Okay. Timeline-wise, is this taking place,
There.
simultaneously at that same battle, or is this happening much at a way different time as those movies?
What do you
No, imagine a world.
Squadron 1, whatever. When is Rogue One taking place?
Yeah,
Many world theory.
Oh,
that's the
okay.
thing.
But Rogue Squadron are the guys that wrap around with the clotheslines
Yeah.
on their planes.
In that scene, Luke Skywalker's Rogue Leader. But I'm confused. Is Rogue Leader also named Rogue One? Because I know it's Gold Leader, Red Leader, then it goes Red 2, Red 3.
Red fish, blue fish.
Yeah, so
One fish, two fish.
I have to look into the actual call sign
That's a Dr. Seuss book.
rules. But I don't know. Does that make sense to you? Like, would it be Rogue Leader?
No, none of this makes sense.
Rogue,
You have
No,
your
we all-
Rogue Leader, which was your Rogue Squadron. I don't know. That's guy number 1, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Or maybe it's just the first.
When you dream about the Rogue Squadron, are you the Rogue Squadron leader?
No. I don't know. I don't dream.
As he
about-
says this, he has this weird smirk on his face, almost like he's thinking about it right now.
So Tony, have you been picking up the other Star Wars comics?
No, I wanted to.
You gave up on it, right? You heated.
He has no home. Where is he going to store them?
Oh yeah, you're homeless.
Yeah.
Homeless is not
Yeah.
a
Could
collector.
always use it to start a fire. That's what I would do.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, see if we can
Well,
get
that's good, Chuck.
Randall.
What? Can I what?
Can you get Adrian in this?
Oh, I don't know where he is, but I can try.
Okay, well we have one viewer out there, and we appreciate you. Whoever's
You
viewing,
just assumed it was Adrian.
No, it's not Adrian. Or I don't think it's Adrian.
maybe it's Jeremy.
It might be Adrian.
Who knows? Anyways,
So Rogue One is coming out December 16th of 2016. That's
okay. Fantastic.
So the schedule is December 18th, 2015. That's this year, episode 7, and then
Okay.
so then a year from that, December 16th, 2016 will be Rogue One.
Hey
And then-
Jesse, I see that you're
Actually,
wearing.
I was
God.
2017 is episode 8.
Stop talking.
That's all I'd like to report. Thank you.
Every part of that.
This is information people need to know.
I don't.
It's not.
I don't know if you know how
breaking
Tony and I originally met. There's a point to this story. The first time Tony and I ever met,
On the DM.
I had to request a task from him, and I was like, "Hey man, can you do this for me?" And he's just like, yeah,
No,
yeah, man. I mean, sure, cool." And then he walked away fast. I was just like, okay. So a few more weeks go by, and I'm like, I don't have anything to do on my lunches, and whenever I'm just alone by myself on lunches, I just go to a park and smoke a cigarette because that's all that I do. And one day I was just like, fuck this, let's get a lunch buddy system going on. And I saw Tony walk into his car like he always does, and I was like, yo Tony, and he turns around, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? He's just like, yeah. That's a good Tony right there, right? Yeah.
Do I have an accent?
No, so Tony's in the parking lot. I'm like, hey man, let's go do lunch, blah blah blah. He's like, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I was just gonna go to Popeyes. I was like, yeah, whatever. Fuck it, let's go, man. And so I jump in his car. His car smells like tamales all the way. And I was like, dude, I don't know if you know this, and I know this is the first time I ride in your car, and this is kind of awkward, but your car smells like tamales. He's like, for real? Yeah, I'm pretty sure my clothes are gonna smell like tamales when I get out of this. Oh, okay. And so that was the first time Tony and I had ever interacted. Now, we become, I guess, closer friends, whatever. And we go have lunch at this pizza place. And I tell him, I was like, hey man, are you into Batman? I think Batman's a pretty cool. And he's like, whoa, I love Batman. Let me tell you the gospel. It's exactly what he told me. He goes, let me lay the gospel on you. And I was like, oh, okay. And at the same time,
Good.
I was telling you, I'm reading Batman 1. There's another, the Joker, that, what's it? The Everlasting Joke or something like that. What is that one called?
Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke, yeah. You remember me talking to you about that at one point? It was a
Me?
while back. Yeah, you.
Yeah, yeah.
So Tony's the one that I got all those comic books from.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of like closing the loop on
Oh.
all that.
The Killing Joke?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he let me all that. And so he's like, dude, here's some reading material. You need to catch up. I was like, oh. And so I don't really know Tony that well. And he's like giving me homework now. And he's just, you know, preparing. I was just like, hey, man. I think we need
Hey, at least he didn't go and give you like a copy of the Watchtower pamphlet or anything like that.
You know what? That's very true.
He's like, that's my Batman. Jesus.
To Tony, Batman is the religion. I mean, this guy just started spouting off all these facts about the Dark Knight, and I was just like, yeah. So I mean, in the comic books, Batman is killed by Bane, right? Doesn't make. He's just like, what? No. Blah blah blah. I was like, okay. Well, what happens? He's like, well, let me tell you. And then like 3 hours later, I know all about Batman. For the most part, I don't know.
And then you're in danger of getting fired from your job because you sat around talking about Batman and lore all day.
Something like that. I mean, after that, Tony and I became more comfortable with each other, and so I do this thing on our phones that I just call his extension. And at that time, the song that had just came out with Jay-Z and Kanye. It was called Naggers in Paradise. And so I would just call him and I'd be like, "Boss so hot," and I just hang up. And he hated it. He hated every minute of that. And that's my story of Tony. Tony and Batman.
Tony is Batman.
Maybe he is. You know, one time I told him on GChat, I was like, hey man, you know you're not really Batman. And it was just like, ... like he was typing something. And it was just like there for maybe 2 hours. I was like, hey dude, are you typing a lot or what's going on? He's like, maybe I'm not Batman. There's a moment of realization for Tony that he isn't really Batman. Tony got a new car about a year ago, or a year and a half ago, and he put a Batman sticker on the back, on his bumper. And it's not very, it's very inconspicuous, but if you look hard enough, you can see it. And I think deep down inside, Tony still believes that he is Batman.
What kind of car is it?
Doesn't matter. It's a Batmobile.
Enough.
It's a DeLorean with like extra wings coming off the lights.
Oh, so you're just the professor then.
Hey, Randall, I have a question. Does Hawaii go through the same time change as us?
No.
That's what I thought, because you were referring to this different times, and I was like, what time is this guy on? So what time is it right there, right now?
5:40.
5:40. Okay, yeah, because it used to be 4 hours, and now you're 5 hours behind us.
Correct.
Okay. No, I was just wondering, man, because you were expressing something about, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you talk about half the time either, so it's feelings mutual.
Cool, man.
Who is this?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
This is us.
So, like watching Scientology videos. Somehow I ended up on Anonymous's website, and they had little documentaries by BBC. This guy would go and just investigate Scientology and talked to a lot of the dissenters or former Scientologists, and just really the main story he was running is the management is just it's real shady. Like he kept getting followed and ambushed, and people would just follow him around with cameras, and then he'd eventually like hang back and then try to follow them, and then they got really intense, and then he's always arguing with one guy. I don't know,
So
it's
he
pretty
quit.
interesting.
He quit Scientology, and people were following him.
No, this is an investigator, but he would interview former Scientologists who would quit, and kind of about the thing is when they get into the religion, they profess all their secrets, and that's kind of the way the Scientology keeps that on you as blackmail. Is if you try to leave, then all this will be revealed about you, and you'll be separated from your family. And I don't know, it's pretty intense documentary. I think it was called Panorama on BBC.
Was it scene for scene of Eyes Wide Shut?
I've never seen that. I feel like I should.
Oh, that's a shame.
Have you all seen that?
It's a real damn shame. I don't know. I think Randall's asleep and Jesse's eating Pringles.
No, I'm done.
Jesse, you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm listening to you guys.
What's on your mind, Jesse? What's on your mind? What happened today?
What happened today?
You said you went through puberty at the age of 11?
Yes.
I'd say, yeah, that's about right.
You got to experience that with Victoria's Secret model catalogs?
Yeah, I think that's how I found out that I was done with puberty.
Found out? What do you mean? I'm just asking for a friend.
For a friend.
He's still going through puberty.
How do you know when it's done?
I don't know.
You
Pretty
tell
sure by
me.
the time you find out it's been done.
I feel like I'm starting to grow a lot of facial hair right now.
What if did you change your diet, or what's going on? You have all this shit coming out of your face.
He just puts Rogaine on his face.
No, I didn't put anything on my face. I just started growing a lot more facial hair. And I guess there's something with the stimulation of the follicles on your face, and that leads to this, This is where we are. This is how we
It's
do
all
it.
it's all the testosterone that's coming off of Tony right now.
Testosterone, it's rubbing off on you.
I could see that being it. Probably not. It's probably not that. I don't know. So Jesse,
Yeah.
you went to over there in San Angelo. They had something. What was it called? The tattoo convention.
Oh yeah, we had the 6th annual West Texas Tattoo Convention.
Did you get another tattoo?
Not there. I did last night. I got tattooed, but no, not there. I didn't.
Last page podcast tattooed across your chest.
No. Unfortunately. No, I wanted to get tattooed at the convention, but I was busy working the convention, so I didn't have time. Finally, when I did on Sunday, Sunday's a weird day because that's when like the other tattoo artists like to get tattooed by the other tattoo artists, so they kind of slow down. So I didn't really get the opportunity.
So they it's like a circle jerk, right? Everyone just kind of jerks each other off.
Kind of, because even though San Angelo's not really known for, I guess, tattooing, or maybe people that, like you guys that aren't familiar with like the tattoo community, but San Angelo actually has like one of the more well-known or more prestigious tattoo conventions. And the reason is because it's like a VIP tattoo convention, so you don't ask us to come, we ask you to come. So we handpick the artists. So we make sure the room is full of,
Legit.
award-winning, like good artists. So we get complimented a lot of times that this is the only tattoo convention that they get tattooed at as well.
But you're referring to us, so like, are you affiliated with? Like, are you on the committee for Tattoo? San Angelo
Uh,
Tattoo Incorporated? I don't know.
I used to be the shop manager at the True Font Brothers tattoo shop before what was that?
You're still associated with them?
Yeah, I still work there from time to time when needed, especially on the conventions, or like whenever they go out of town or something like that, or yeah. So I mean, I'm not like I don't get checks or like on the payroll or anything, but I pretty much work for tattoos.
Cool, man. What was your last tattoo?
I got a rose on the back of my knee. My friend or Ray, yeah, we've talked about Ray before. Whenever I left the tattoo shop, I trained him to replace me, and so that was about 5 years ago. And now
Oh.
he's apprenticing, so he's working on tattooing.
Yeah, why a rose?
Why a rose? I don't know. We just picked out of a book. A lot of
Fan?
what?
Just by a rose on the grave?
Oh no. A lot of apprenticeships start with flash material or like just like simple sheet like objects. So we picked an old Sailor Jerry flash that we found in one of his old flash material, and he tattooed that.
Cool, man. Now, was San Angelo live talking shit about the tattoo convention? They're saying like, this place sucks.
Yeah. There was I guess you can call her a journalist, or at least that's what she likes to call herself. But she came on a Sunday, which, like I just said, is the slowest of the 3-day weekend that the convention is hosted, and just basically went on a rant about like how slow it is and how I don't know, just how boring it was, and so.
Rant?
What was that?
Was it an empty rant?
Yeah, pretty much, and how the show was. Yeah, and she pretty much just went off on this rant about how it was redundant, and for some reason she chose to end the article with 2 whole paragraphs explaining what a tramp stamp was. Like, it's not 2015, we don't know what that was, so.
Well, hold on. Let me explain to you, San Angelo reader, what a tramp stamp is. Now, if you look at the lower back region, this area is ripe for cultivation.
Do people still get tramp stamps?
Yeah, they do.
I thought there was a thing like, I don't know.
The 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, girls still get feminine tattoos. It's just a feminine spot, so yeah.
Do you guys get tramp stamps?
A few, and that's another mention that she made in her article too, that she didn't see any guys with tramp stamps, although there's rumors that some exist. I don't know. It was a horrible article, and I was the first to comment on it, and I didn't say anything rude. I'm known for starting internet arguments, but I just calmly said, you know, a lot of this article is either poorly worded or just incorrect, and I left it at that. But then there's some other people that came in and they were very expressive, like how horrible it was and how it's not real journalism, which I agreed. I just didn't go to that level. And for some reason, the site took all of our negative comments down and then left all the positive comments, like defending the journalist.
That's why you gotta take screenshots of that shit.
Yeah. That's something they do, but why? I mean, why would they leave the negative comments up, right?
I don't know. That's what my whole point was. I was like, this is, coming from a journalist or, a poor attempt to be an internet newspaper. I mean, you should be defending the right, freedom of press and freedom of speech. And here you are, like, dumbing it down to, to this. I mean, it was outrageous.
San Angelo, bro. San Angelo live.
San Angelo dead.
Exactly.
Dude, that should be a website.
San Angelo died.
And what's funny is, I was not working. I was working the printer and the Thermofax where we make the stencils for the tattoo artists. It's very close to the entrance of the tattoo convention. And I remember one of the girls running the door coming in and saying, hey, where's so and so? this girl from San Angelo Live is trying to get in, and my boss or the owner of the tattoo shop said, "Does she have a press pass?" And she said no, and he said, "Well, I'm not letting her in. She's just pretending like she's a journalist so she can get in free." And pretty much, I think that's what maybe caused the negative review, because she couldn't get in free, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a tattoo convention. I don't know. No, what? I'm still confused what you do at a tattoo convention.
You get tattooed.
People tattoos?
Yeah, you get tattooed.
Tattoos.
Is that the only thing though? I mean, there has to be
And then
more.
you talk about new ways to do tattoos.
Oh, okay.
And old ways to do tattoos. And what's new with you, Joe? Oh, I got another tattoo.
Wasn't the little guy on Fantasy Island named Tattoo?
And so on and so forth. What the fuck do you think happens at these things?
Adrian's joining us. Adrian, superfan. What's up, Adrian? Where you been,
So
man?
muted.
I've been out doing stuff.
Missed you, man. Missed you. You know, I just wanna get down to the brass tacks right now. Last time you were on, you were expressing your hatred towards Star Wars and how it's just a filthy, disgusting franchise.
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Now we have a Star Wars expert here today, by the name of
All right.
Baloney Tony. Baloney. That's BTB, by the way. Did you want to express how that made you feel, Tony? Like deep down inside, someone to call. I mean, all the items.
Are you instigating again?
Oh no! No. I'm doing this for conversation piece.
That's what you said last time.
Damn it. Hey,
Wait, is he there?
Star Wars, that's cool, but I'm not gonna push this any further. I don't want you to quit, Tony. I feel weird.
I think I already trolled him enough about Star Wars and everything today.
So, Tony? Yeah. Tony was really excited about Rogue Squadron or something like that. I don't know.
What, that N64
And
game?
I trolled the crap out of him about it.
It could be. Maybe the new movie is based on the N64 game.
What? It was a game on the 64.
Maybe the new movie will be like what I told you, and it's just going to be like a Home Alone, but in a Star Wars setting, with Chewbacca's kid running around being chased by goofy Imperial stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Was Rogue Squadron the one with the pod racing game, or was that a different one?
No, that's a
No, that
different
was
one.
just a
The
pod
pod
racing
racing one was called
Oh, okay.
Really bad.
Because Rogue Squadron, from what I understand, it's based on a series of
Kinda
books
hard to hear you
called Rogue
guys.
Squadron that follows around.
Well, Pod Racing is a podcast about race cars.
What?
Okay.
No. What?
I don't know.
Is it me? Is it my internet again?
No.
No, I think we've had.
You sound great.
I just graded dial-up, so that's got to make a difference.
Sorry, we're talking about Rogue Squadron.
Squadron? Rogue Squadron.
The
Steve Conbot.
new standalone movie is called Rogue One. We don't know what it's about.
Is this based? So, I mean, Rogue One, R1. Does this have anything to do with R2D2? Is this like?
Is this going to be about like a rogue Jedi type of bullshit like they had in that one Knights of the Old Republic game where it's like, oh, the Force isn't necessarily dark or light. It could be shades of gray. Is this 50 Shades of Grey in Star Wars?
Played by, will Jimmy Smits or Samuel L. Jackson be there?
I'd like to see James Smith.
That's weird. You like
So-
and looking at Jimmy Smits. That's Tony.
So are any of the cast members from the 7th film supposed to be in this film, or is it just completely different?
No, I don't think they are going to be in it. If anything, maybe a cameo. I don't know, but all we know is it's featuring. We don't know if she's starring, but Felicity Jones is for sure in this movie.
Hey, what happened to Harrison Ford? He died, right? In a
No.
plane crash?
He's alive.
Oh. Like in spirit? Is this one of those things you say?
He died horrible death after 6 days, 7 nights.
Whoa, there he is.
His replica, I don't know, fighter jet plane at a golf course.
Did he land it himself?
Yes, he was an emergency landing. He has some scrapes and bruises, but so far looks like he's gonna be all right.
Thank God.
So
Thank God.
An American hero.
yeah.
Reminded of.
According to the NTSB, he's a hero.
What's that?
Well,
Hey Jesse, have you ever seen someone get a Star Wars tattoo?
Yeah, I see a lot of people get the
Millennium
what is
Falcon?
that? No, what is that? The FET symbol or what is it? Little?
It's,
the Mandalorian helmet thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say Yeah, yeah. A lot of people get the Mandalorian helmet, like little symbol or the little rebel symbol.
Now, you get a tattoo when you go so far in the video game, or how's that work?
No, it's just fanboys and fangirls. A lot of fangirls get the rebel symbol, and a lot of fanboys or men get the Mandalorian symbol. I see a lot of military guys walking around with that symbol.
Are you a fanboy,
that would be
Tony?
That would be the Mythos store.
Are we up?
But are you a fanboy?
I don't know. I'm a fan.
What's happening here?
Are you a fan man? Fan man?
Sure.
Fan men.
Bum, 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 bum.
Speaking of Jabba the Hutt,
You sound garbled.
you buddy.
All right.
I think.
I want to know if there's
This is just an interview.
Scrum.
I just have a couple of questions.
Mr. Gray will see you now.
It's a 50 Shades of Grey trailer with scenes from
What was he like?
He was polite,
I guess
Intense.
it's called 50 Shades of Hutt.
Very
Jabba the Hutt.
intimidating. Do you have any
Kinda
interests outside of work?
It's purely just the audio over Star Wars film.
There's really not much to know about them.
Yeah, I thought Jabba the Hutt talks at it, but doesn't look like it. Oh well. He's funny.
I laughed.
Okay, enough of that. I laughed inside. I laughed temporary.
You cut Adrian off. What was he talking about?
So has anybody seen 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, it's
Miguel? Have we
well,
seen
actually, have we seen it? Yeah, my wife wanted to see it, and at that time, Tony's girlfriend was in town, and so it was this chain reaction. So all four of us ended up going and seeing it, and it was softcore porn, basically. That's all it is, right? I saw a lot of titties and a lot of her ass.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so much better. No, I changed machines on my phone. You guys sounded really far away and muffled, but on my laptop it sounds good.
And you sounded like really super loud too earlier.
That's weird.
But speaking of 50 Shades, I haven't seen it. My wife wants to see it because she's read the books, of course. But the lead guy, Jamie Dornan, I started watching a Netflix series called The Fall with Gillian Anderson, aka Scully from the X-Files. And he's a super creepy serial killer that likes to kill women and pose them and take photos of them and masturbate to them. So I think I messed up that whole experience for her because now my wife looks at him and thinks he's gonna like rape her or something. So
sounds pretty much on point, I'd say. Though.
yeah, that's what I was telling my friend. I was like, yeah, he still ties up girls, but in this one he kills them afterwards instead of like just lets them out.
The key is consent.
Yeah.
Your voice on 50 Shades? She says, if you haven't read the book, you shouldn't be talking. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, like the Bible.
You kind of know what it is going in. It's
You know what it is
It's
going in. You
Twilight.
see the wet floor signs.
Yeah,
And
the
a lot of women.
vampire.
The wet parts.
Oh, but I love him. Oh, but I want to change him.
Splash.
And then they change him, and then that's the end of the story.
It's like, it's on my neck.
Women changes man. man changes. They're together forever.
Yeah, sit on the back row if you go in, like at the very back.
Yeah.
You know what I did? There was this one scene where the Mr. Gray is spanking the girl with the belt, and I just turned around because we were sitting at the very front. You know those uncomfortable seats where the screen's in your face, and we were sitting up there. And so I just turned around and looked at the audience behind me, and I found it so funny because everybody's face is just priceless, and I can't describe it with words. You just look at their face, and everyone's looking up at this girl getting spanked. It's just
Just the situation is funny in itself.
just turn around and look at people's faces, and like some people are into it, other people are like squinting, like no, and then some other people are like yeah, and then it's funny. And then there's always like random couples making out. You're like, okay, you're making out during this scene. That's cool.
That's weird.
I'm a people watcher. I'm definitely observant of human behavior.
Yeah, you did it, man.
Makes my life complicated.
You're the man.
Whatever.
So Laura's one of those
Yeah.
with the
Team
that goes
spanking.
in that has to read the book before she goes in.
No, well actually, yeah, she often reads the book to a lot of movies, and then we have to go watch them.
And then she critiques them about how they're different.
Yeah, and then she'll make sure to comment, and then she makes sure everyone in the theater is aware that she read the book.
Yeah.
And she does this thing while we're watching the movie, and she's like, "That wasn't in the book." No, this is way more graphic in the book. And I was like, "No, it's more graphic in your mind because you're reading it, you're picturing it, and then they can't deliver this on a rated movie. You basically want some hardcore porn, is what you're wanting to see." And we can go look up some smut if that's what you want to see, and you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the book. Jesus. There's a porn waiting to come out. It's going to be called 50 Shades of Grey, and it's going to be based off of that. That's all that is.
Oh, so your wife's into porn? That's good.
Yeah, I can say that. Like I said, we're people watchers, and that falls into that category of human behavior, and yeah.
Agreed.
We're just like, wonder what her dad thinks. You know, just things like that.
Well, that's kind of funny because it reminds me of how I don't know if you heard of that scene from that Girls series on HBO where Brian Williams' daughter gets her ass eaten out by some dude. And I think they went and asked him about it, and he was like, "Oh, we're just so proud that she's got an acting career or whatever," deflecting the question.
That's funny.
Happy that she's acting and she's on the big screen.
Yeah, it's got, well, it's not the big screen, it's on HBO, small screen.
It's the medium screen, because at least it's a premium channel, right? It's not like USA. Or even worse, what if it was like ABC? I don't know.
UPN.
TBS? The Superstation.
Wait,
Is it really a Superstation?
Wait, don't we all?
these are all channels that don't exist anymore.
TBS is still alive, damn it.
TBS is.
Except at some point, TBS just adopted all of Tyler Perry's shows, and now it's just like, I don't know, the Black Station, TBS. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Tyler's broadcasting shows or something. I don't know.
No, now it's all Big Bang Theory, nonstop. So.
Oh, how do you feel, Tony, as a huge nerd about Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, it's kind of
Really? I feel like you would be one of those guys that likes watching it. I can see you liking it.
I don't.
Me, I see it and I'm like, fuck this show.
Yeah.
And I turn it off.
Yeah, it becomes that. Sometimes I just veg out. It's like, Jesus.
What stage of vegging out are you at that you put up with that show?
Okay, I have.
You know that kid's from Roseanne, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, wait, okay, whoa. Hold on a second. All right then, Miguel.
No.
Since you dislike the show, can you elucidate what you dislike about it?
The humor. The humor. It's really cheesy. I don't like that type of humor.
Yeah.
I don't like that they're mixing in with really nerdy guys.
Yeah, and you as a really nerdy guy
I don't feel like
feel that it misrepresents you because you're very nerdy. You know, I've seen your photos.
Okay. Well,
Coffee pothead.
it's based off of your I guess subjective views, and you want to put a label on me, that's fine.
No, well, we've all heard your childhood and everything. Coffee pothead.
If
All
defamation
right.
of character results from this podcast, I'm gonna come after you. Okay.
Come at me, bro.
I'm just saying. Now that you've called me a nerd on air, millions of people have heard that, and it's a label that's going to be forever bestowed upon me. And
If he can't get a job because of that comment, Randall.
Oh God. I can make a really nasty reply to that, but I'm not going to because I'm the better man.
say it, bring it. Come on, I could take it.
You can? You can't already get a fucking job, bruh.
Look, Tony.
Whoa.
Look at my dick, Tony.
Miguel, put that away. That's disgusting.
Well, that way Randall knows. And that's validation that my dick is out right now. So you're welcome. Whatever, man.
Only for Tony.
You got to see it, Tony. Whatever. Anyways, back to Big Bang Theory. Now I go home and I find my parents watching Big Bang Theory, and they think it's fucking hilarious.
My dad
they think
loves
it is the funniest fucking show on TV. And I'm like, Dad, why are you watching this shit? He's like, I like how that Indian guy talks. I was like, okay.
That's the reason to watch. That's awesome.
I don't know. I don't like it just because of the humor. It's the same reason I didn't really get into Scrubs. Everybody fucking loves Scrubs.
I love
right?
Scrubs.
And me, I can't put up with that humor. It's that slapstick, cheesy humor that I just can't deal with. I'm like, yeah, I hate this show.
Because your life.
Flashback.
I don't think so. It's
You
just
don't
there's a
enjoy
type of humor there.
Yeah, I agree. That's the same reason I don't like it. It's just, I mean, I don't like the humor, and then it's like they're trying to force on the nerdiness. I mean, obviously these people aren't geeks or nerds, and they're trying to force this image, and I mean, it's just, I guess I can't just wrap my head around it. Like, this isn't natural. I guess it doesn't feel like they really are into these things. So I don't know. It just makes it less watchable.
Yeah.
Or realistic.
I agree. Randall, do you watch The Big Bang Theory? Are we offending you?
Oh man, you guys.
Comment, by the way.
You guys are just ruining me. You see, you preemptively offended me. Ergo, I have to just retaliate by offending you by labeling you with a potentially derogatory term.
You're a jackass. You know what? There's your label.
Wow, wow. I'll see you in court. That appropriate sound.
Back on the soundboard, of course. We're gonna get emails about that. Hey, who's that asshole on the soundboard again? I was like, well,
Tony.
He decided to come back and bestow his presence upon us. Thank you for blessing us, Tony.
You're welcome. It's not time. Correct.
You should, if somebody does email with that, you should just respond with the sound clip for Tony saying his own name, and then play a bunch of sounds after that.
I agree.
Watch as the person complains, just goes,
It's just that, yeah, I mean, The Big Bang Theory has never appealed to me, and I don't care for it. It's just like, I mean, it's not that it's not nerdy enough or anything like that. Now they got that Sheldon, is that the guy with the cat or whatever?
Yeah.
The gringo, yeah. Yeah, wait.
Nothing that exists in
yeah, I guess that's the other part of it. It's like, okay, have you actually been around these people that you're calling nerds, or you know what I mean? Nerd on. That's what TBS, which I'm disappointed by the Superstation for doing that. But it's okay.
They should act more super.
Well, they should. You know, I have a level of integrity that I hold the Superstation to, and they're not abiding by that. Instead, they're just trying.
Well, they haven't been the Superstation in years. They're TBS.
Very funny.
Very funny.
We lost them.
I mean, it's honestly a good time to be a geek or a nerd. So they're just capitalizing on it. I mean, all your films are comic book related, video game related.
Stealing identities.
I mean, aren't we all?
You think it's that, or do you think there was like a generation of kids that grew up with that, and now they're reaching a level where they can?
Well, that's exactly what I mean. These the kids that were being made fun of for hiding in the corner reading comic books instead of playing baseball, those are the ones that are their reading material and their lifestyles now being portrayed on film to the populace, and it's growing and it's being recognized. And so yeah, I mean it was just an opportunity for them to say, well, okay. I mean, it's the cool thing to do now. I mean, you can either call them hipsters or nerds or whatever, but it's popular now, so they're going with it.
I always saw you as a hipster.
I see it as a puerile attempt for the masses to try to feel intellectual.
Or that.
I mean, don't we all?
Aliens.
Exactly.
Anybody look forward to the new Alien reboot? No, it's not a reboot. I think it's a sequel now.
Alien 5 by Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah, stoked.
So it's a sequel from the last one?
Don't we all?
I believe so. I don't have very much information. I just heard the release of it.
It's not related to Prometheus. It's actual alien. It's part of the Alien universe.
Yeah, but I think they're still trying to get the Prometheus sequel off the ground.
Well, did you see there was concept art released? He was like, "Oh man, let me release this art because this movie fell through." And then that movie was actually this movie that we're talking about now. So we have seen concept art, and the concept art was like the Queen was in it. There's an image of Sigourney Weaver with like this weird fusion of alien and like.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
That's on. Yeah. So, I mean, it has a queen in it. I want to see it. Like, that's all I need to know. It has the alien queen. Should be pretty impressive.
Cool, man. Pretty cool. Has anyone seen Chappie?
No.
I've heard bad reviews about it.
I know. I was gonna see it. Like, I was like, I'm gonna go see Chappie today. And
Yes, I have seen Short Circuit.
Wally.
Alive.
So it's really crappy?
No. Yeah. So
I heard it was not good.
Yeah.
So it's crappy. CRAPPIE.
I don't know.
So nobody saw it?
Nope.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares?
I love
Who cares
District
about this?
9 so much, and
District 9 was the shit.
yeah, and then
More,
I see
no,
these
actually,
reviews.
Maria, my sister Maria had to leave in the middle of it because she was pregnant at the time. And there's that scene when he's biting off his fingernails or just taking them off, and she was grossed out. She's like, I gotta go throw up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna finish the movie. Well, how am I gonna get home? I was like, can you wait in the lobby? And she's like, no. And I was like, okay, well, there's a game room. And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll be down there. And I finished the movie. And then she was like,
Wait, so how pregnant was she? Well, just to
How
the point where-
pregnant?
How pregnant was she?
like 7 or 8 months. It was so big. How big was she?
I mean, she was fine, and you saw an awesome movie.
You just said my
that you
sister was
paid
fine?
for.
My pregnant sister?
All right.
What are you gonna eat? First you pet horses, and then you picture, what's his name? Naked, and then now this? Jesus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Yep.
So yeah, District 9, the director of that made Chappie, and Chappie wasn't good, so that's unfortunate.
Do you think District 9 could ever really happen?
Aliens?
Aliens or apartheid era South Africa? Because I'm pretty sure that one already happened.
Interesting. Go on.
I don't need to. Just go read a book.
Elaborate.
That movie had cultural overtones?
Yeah, even though what's his face would deny it.
Continue.
I thought it.
Huh?
You know what I want to know? If you were to put Hotel Rwanda and District 9, are they happening at the same time?
Uh,
Has anybody done that mashup?
No, you're the first, Miguel.
Go for it, man.
Me,
Make it happen.
me go, me go. Everybody, me go. I don't know. I don't know what's happened to this show.
Dead.
It's
Well,
not dead. You know.
Thanks for participating in our last episode of Empty Rant, everybody. It's been a good run.
Just want you to express from within. I don't know. It's just for you to vent. And that's the show. I don't know if we can elaborate more on that. And if anybody feels uncomfortable at this moment, they can sign off. That's fine. But we're really here just to vent off whatever's on our mind. I think that's a good summary.
Why are Legos so goddamn expensive?
What I'm talking about.
Legos?
Yeah, well, is it because they're imported, or what's the deal? Why are they so expensive?
You tell me.
You didn't. Why are you giving me that look, Tony? Mega Blocks. They're the.
I've never heard you have this opinion on Mega Blocks.
They're just. I was always.
You have a strong opinion.
No, my mom always bought me Mega Blocks.
What's the last Lego set you bought, Adrian?
Death Star.
The what?
Death Star?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, nice. Like the.
I knew that would get his attention. Why the fuck would I waste $300 on that shit?
Wait, is it $300?
It's huge.
It's something ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's worth 300. Like
how big is it?
Size of this table.
Serious? Fuck.
No, okay. It's like not half this table. It has like.
And it's not pre-assembled. Like you still have to do the work.
You have to do the work.
Pay them and then you work.
Pull up 8-year-old Death Star Legos. He does it in. It's all time lapse. You can see him put it together. It's awesome.
I guess.
Adrian, so you're into Lego. Which one are you looking at that you can't afford?
Well, I'm just talking about Legos in general. I mean, earlier I was at Walmart, and going down the aisle, and I mean, it just kind of dawned on me that these things are really overpriced.
Yeah, I'm looking online. I want the Lego DC Comics superhero set, the Batman tumbler from the Dark Knight trilogy. It's $199.99 at Target.
Oh, that's modest.
It's fucking expensive.
Yep, the Millennium Falcon. I think it's $200.
What happened to the Lego Mindstorms? Did those get phased out?
Sergio bought them all.
I got really into those, and then they went away. Does nobody do Lego Mindstorms? Am I the only
No.
one?
No, I
It's-
don't know.
I haven't seen those in years.
Y'all know what Lego Mindstorms are?
No.
Because it was like you could.
Oh.
It came with a central like device that you could program, and you could program what time different motors initiated on the central device, and so you built around that central thing, and you could make cranes, or you could make cars, you could make little robots, and then you could attach different sensors that did different things based on light sensitivity or sound. So I mean, it's like
a Lego product.
yeah, Lego Mindstorms, and it's basically like a robot building kit.
There's something similar to that, where you can program the Legos to do basic commands, but it doesn't have pieces that intricate like sensors or anything like that. It just has a basic motor.
All right.
I'm not into Legos.
I'd like maybe.
I was at one point, I guess as a kid, but then, just like Adrian said, I mean they're pretty expensive, so I was just like, nah, not something I'm gonna.
But does anybody have a clue as to why?
I think it's called point of sale,
Demand.
profit, greed, corporate greed.
I guess.
because-
I mean, are pretty much the only game in town.
I think they're getting more elaborate, and so I think maybe the individuals that grew up with them are now adults and with a higher income, and then their allowance that they were using to buy them previously. So, and then they are like super appealing to adults now, and I mean obviously adults have more money than kids, so I think it's just an opportunity to bank off those.
Yeah. Maybe it's the cost of plastic has gone up too. Industry.
I'll take that, I guess.
You got people in China wanting better work conditions. They're wanting to get paid 50 cents instead of 10 cents now. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you
I
tell
thought all the
them that.
Legos were built. I thought all the Legos were built in house in Denmark.
I don't know.
Possibly.
Let's look it up. How are Legos made?
Holy,
How it is made.
holy moly!
This I am playing a little bit of Everything Is Awesome. It always bugs me. Like,
What is the deal with airline food?
this song, people sing it like it's awesome when things are awesome, but isn't the song about depression and ignorance?
Everything is awesome.
By Tegan and Sarah.
Despite only having been invented 50 years ago, it's been voted Toy of the Century.
Oh my!
Most Lego begins life as tiny granules of plastic at this factory in Denmark.
This boss is weak.
13 silos full of different colors, containing 33 tons in total. Pipes suck the granules out of the silos on their way to be melted down, molded into bricks, and then built into spaceships, castles, and farmyard animals.
Farmyard animals. I don't have that collection. Why are Legos expensive? Here we go. You know, there's a Reddit article on this, by the way.
Daily Finance.
Daily Finance reports that there's a question that echoes across the internet, on blogs and message boards, and in the content of specialty wiki called Brickopedia. Why are Legos so expensive? So let me see where we're going. Legos, bricks, and minifigures, blah, 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 blah. I'm skipping through here.
It's just like it's a collectible.
According to the Lego group, Ole Kirk, how do you say that? Ole Kirk had a personal model worthy of luxury car brand, De Best Ikke for Gort, or only the best is good enough.
Holy crap!
It's a good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more. I mean, they have a monopoly over it. You know what I mean?
Emotional factor.
Yeah, the product is so ubiquitous, like Kleenex, only non-generic. It's easy to overlook that the Lego Group does not, in fact, enjoy a total monopoly. Its main competitor, Mega Bloks. Me. But I think it has to do with they have a patent over that style of brick, and since they've become so popular, they're able to drive the price up. That's really all there is to it. Other than that.
I don't like it.
Yeah, you tell him, man.
Where are the antitrust laws on this? Because I'm just seeing Legos and Mega Bloks. That sounds like a trust to me.
Offshore accounts.
Go file a complaint with the FTC.
I don't know. Oh wow. What do you have here, Tony?
I wanted to spice up the podcast. I was wondering what kind of stuff is on Spotify. I just put sex sounds and there's
That's gonna stay on my search history.
Yeah, it's gonna be on your search history forever. So.
Oh, Spotify, sex sounds.
What?
All right, let's know that.
That's like, I'm just, in the morning on the way to work, I'm just gonna pull up sex sounds and just listen to moaning on the way up there.
It's a quick picker-upper for the morning right there.
What is that? 2 Japanese teens bought with a boy in orgasms. Play that one. Let me hear it. I need more. Oh, I kind of hear it.
Well, this is just odd.
Because it's just the audio. You can't tell what's happening.
Tony, how did we go from Legos to this? I'm curious.
That's what I want to promote in this podcast is we could go from Legos.
Healthy sex.
Is there some deep-seated association you have between Legos and sex?
Possibly.
Well, he is a sick fuck.
Oh.
All right.
I'm just throwing that one out there.
Makes me feel weird. Turn it off.
That's all.
Turn it off.
No, just that guy's voice was so boring.
Bring that smut into my freaking house.
What other dirty things?
Okay. Well, looks like we've exhausted ourselves on another random subject that is ignorant.
The show.
Hey guys. thanks
Take
for-
that, Lego blocks.
Take that, Lego blocks.
Yeah, until I get into news.
And kudos to Mega
Tag,
Block.
bring down the Lego machine.
Yeah, sure.
5 Mega Blocks.
Hey, sure.
To Julian and his dog riding.
I'm bringing back Lincoln Logs. Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs.
Work forever.
Get those Lincoln Logs back over here. I don't know. Hey Jesse,
Yo,
you asleep?
nope.
What's on Instagram?
I'm looking up Friday the 13th memes.
Why don't you share us one? Share one with us.
They're just full of Jason Voorhees or goth girls. How'd you know I was on Instagram?
Because that's all you do while on the
Got
show.
the gift.
Hey Adrian, appreciate having you. We need to get you on the email list, bro.
Of course, of course.
Start sending you the links directly.
Well, hopefully my dial-up internet will hold up.
No. We actually can conference call now off of this. So if you want to call in next time, that'd be cool.
Hooray.
Your response, like right now. And it wouldn't be talking to myself.
Okay, okay.
Miss you. I hate you. Hey, Randall, why don't you leave us with some last words here, huh? Why don't you get that?
Don't we all?
Empty rant.
I got a big sigh at the end was good too.
Oh, thought that was the sex sounds again.
Oh.